This is J7Jace bringing you another FFT video, but this time we are returning for some Beowulf builds. I'm going to be showing some unique things I enjoy using while also going over and remaking my best build for him I made a while back. Let's get started. This is a quick recap of my best build for him I made back in the day, which requires a lot of time as it uses things like Darkness from Dark Knight and much more. But the results and what he can do will be devastating. I also suggest boosting his bravery to 97 and to raise his faith to at least 83 for better results. If you don't mind the high faith threat quotes, then feel free to get his faith to 94, but no higher as he will leave the party. You will be dealing a lot of damage with Darkness and practically never missing with Spellblade, so you can get off successful breaks and sleeps. For his reaction abilities, Shida Hadori or Soulbind preferably. Counter magic is a fun and gimmicky one that can be cool. Beowulf has pretty good base MA, and as a Templar, you'll want high faith, so your magic can hit pretty hard. Then teleport or move +3. For his equipment, Chaos Blade, as this is the strongest Knight Sword in terms of damage, and you'll see some high numbers when attacking and using Darkness. Reverie Shield is fantastic since it will have the damage from many elementals, so very ideal since he will have high faith. Vanguard Helm gives great HP, and the +20 MP is best in slot for Beowulf. Lordly Robe works well, as it gives him Shell and MP, which will help protect him from enemy magic, and to help get off more Spellblade techniques. And finally, Brigand's Glove for more speed and haste. With this setup, Beowulf will be amazing at disabling enemy targets, while also being a killing machine. He'll also be quite tanky versus magic and physical attacks, probably my favorite build with him. I'll also cover other builds that aren't as time consuming to grind for since I have a thing for Darkness, but here are alternatives for Beowulf. This one is a high HP build revolving around using Shock. So Excalibur, Reverie Shield, Grand Helm, Maximilian, and Speed Shoes. Then for his abilities, any secondary, Critical Quick, HP Boost, and Mana Font or Teleport. Have a party member attack Beowulf to lower his HP as much as you can, just don't KO him. And with Critical Quick, he will take the next turn, and he can just use Shock for great damage versus enemies. It has a lot of range, so after you use Shock, just wait to conserve CT. This is a fun, but can be a devastating build, especially if enemies can't reach you easily. Next is my Elmdor inspired build, so draw out, Blade Grasp, Arcane Strength, and Teleport. Then for his equipment, Excalibur or Rune Blade, Aegis Shield, Genji Helm, Genji Armor or Lordly Robe, and then lastly, Genji Gauntlet. He will be able to cause negative status ailments with Spellblade, while doing pretty solid damage with Sword Spirit to multiple enemies. Just stock up on a lot of Chidi Jiradens and Muramasas. This setup is magic of your choice, but I'm going with white magic in this video since he used to be the captain of the Lionel Griffin Knights, which were under the Cardinal and the Church. You'll want to equip Excalibur for haste and to boost Holy, Aegis Shield, Vanguard Helm, Lordly Robe, and Genji Gauntlet. Then Soulbind, Swiftness, and Mana Font. You'll be able to use his Templar skills while also being a pretty competent mage. The high faith will complement both his action abilities for awesome synergy. These are several builds I like to use on Beowulf. He is probably my favorite late game optional character as his side quest is epic, his abilities can disable targets, and he can do well as both a melee and magic fighter. I hope everyone enjoyed this one. If you did, leave that like, a comment, or even subscribe to help me out. Thanks so much, and I'll see you all next time.